Hello, Capricorn. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the first half of January from the 1st through the 15th. General reading, as always, guys. It won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from it what makes sense for you, release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box, as well as a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Capricorn. So what we're taking a look at here are your New Year vibes, what's coming in for you for a particular connection that you might be thinking about for this reading. For singles, let's take a look and see if there's new love on the horizon, as well as new opportunity, certainly in love, but every aspect of your life for the collective, for whoever needs to hear these messages at this time. So these are the three decks that we will be using to get things started. Your focus messages, Capricorn. This is the Masculine's Madness 2 deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials, and then we'll go ahead and grab one from my self-created one, the Woman's Intuition Oracle, focusing on the Divine Feminine, and then we'll grab a message from the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle deck, okay? So let's get started and see what's coming through for you in 2021. And as always, cross-watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in are certainly welcome. All right, so Capricorn, let's grab your first message on behalf of the Divine Masculine here. Let's grab this one here. Laughter. Hearing your laugh is the best medicine for me. I love that. So maybe my feminines, you're known for your laughter, your sense of humor. That's something that your masculine really loves about you. Okay, so that's a great message, and they're acknowledging that. It's the best medicine for them. It uplifts them, it makes them happy. Something to do with the way you make them laugh, and maybe you guys love to joke around, and there's this funny banter between the two of you guys, just some very lighthearted conversations. Okay, so let's add one from the Woman's Intuition on behalf of the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine message here. I'm guided to this card here. You were the best mistake I ever made. So for some of you, my feminines, perhaps you feel that it was a mistake to get into a connection or relationship with a particular masculine. That's not going to apply to everybody here, but that is a very specific message where you feel that you made a mistake when it came to the connection with your masculine. Okay? So let's see what else needs to come through here for Capricorn. Your third focus message for the collective, for Capricorn, for the first half of January. All right, I'm guided to this card. We've got clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. Okay, so whatever part of this message you needed to hear at this time, Capricorn. Maybe you feel like you're running out of time to do something or to pursue something, to make a dream or a goal happen, and also time to heal, whatever part of you needs it. Maybe there's something going on in your life that has been challenging you, that's been difficult, letting you know that if you need time, take it in however way you need it. Okay? And it's interesting because sometimes the best way to heal is to not saturate yourself in the more heavy energies like the pain and the frustration, and allow laughter, as this card says, to come in to lighten the burden, lighten the mood a little bit. That could be very healing, which is why perhaps it says, hearing your laugh is the best medicine for me. And you're helping your masculine to heal in some way. That's coming through for some of my feminines here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with some additional guidance from a divine perspective for soul connections. This is by Angelic Revelation 144. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn first half of January. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? We've got toxic behaviors here. Okay, so if that's got something to do, my feminines, with this mistake, perhaps in time, you have detached from this connection, and maybe some of you guys have already moved on to a different connection with somebody else where there's lots of laughter, you guys have great chemistry, you get along wonderfully with this person. We've got proposal. Okay, so what this is telling me at this time for some of you, and only take this if it resonates, is you got yourself out of a toxic relationship and you've moved on to something better, someone that's way better suited for you. And maybe somewhere during the course of 2021, you're going to receive this proposal, either, of course, for marriage, long-term commitment, or whatever way proposed, or whatever is proposed to you. It could be something as simple as, let's take things to the next level. Let's get engaged, of course, that's one thing. Or moving in together, or being committed and exclusive towards each other. Whatever this proposal is, it doesn't necessarily have to be an engagement or marriage, but I do feel for some of you, it could be. And also, part of the reason why this clock is here, maybe this is something that you've been waiting for in your life or from your person. Maybe it's taken them time to be able to get to this point, especially if they themselves had endured a relationship that wasn't good for them. And maybe, they were healing their broken heart or healing the pain. And here you come, bringing in this very healing energy that's for the feminine to the masculine, coming in with this lighthearted energy and laughter and just being able to really enjoy each other's company. We also have wishes fulfilled. Now, look at this, guys. Look at this next card, commitment, wedding, and marriage. 3 cards right next to each other. Okay, so someone's wish here is to get married, to have some sort of long-term commitment from someone. So either, Capricorn, this is what you're wishing for or what your person is wishing for from you. But it does appear here that, again, with the clock, something to do with time, progress that's being made in your life that will take you down this road towards commitment, building a life with someone, marrying someone. This could have been a wish of yours for a very long time. Wow. So wedding rings, engagement rings, proposals, commitment, weddings, marriage, and wishes. So, my feminines, maybe you did make a mistake entering into a partnership with someone, but I feel perhaps that you've moved on from that. That's a part of the cycle that came to an end for you, and it brought you here, or it will bring you here. Challenge and competition could certainly have been part of the issues that some of you guys had dealt with when it came to this toxic behavior, toxic situation and relationship. And part of this competition is that someone else was vying for your person's attention. So there could have been infidelities, lies and secrets and third parties that some of you guys had dealt with. And so here you are, perhaps. This is where you're headed. This is where your life is going. We all make mistakes and we have to learn from those mistakes. I'm also feeling, for those of you who are not ready to take things here, if you need however much time to heal from whatever it is that you've been through, then honor that. You can't rush that healing journey. What else for Capricorn? I want one more card here. Okay, well, we're getting more than one card. We'll pull them. We've got faith. Maybe some of you guys have lost faith in someone, in a situation. Or maybe you just were not able to give any more of yourself to a relationship that you knew you got to the end of the road of that particular situation. And by having faith, it could lead you here, down this road here, where you could find happiness with the right person. Now look at this. We've got loss and we've got this anxious energy. So I'm also feeling, Capricorn, that you had to lose something, you had to lose someone in order to find yourself, maybe. This could also be your person feeling this way, that they've lost you. And as a result of that loss, they're feeling quite anxious and unstable with where things are in their life and with the connection. I'm also feeling for my feminines that once you detached, because this message is here, you were the best mistake I ever made. The attraction was there. You guys perhaps at one point in time got along really well. But something happened that drove a wedge between the two of you. That could be this competition here with other people. So I feel for some of you guys, part of the reason why this connection was lost was because there were other people in this equation. I'm guided to pull one more here. Somebody living in excess. Whenever I see this, and look at all these watches right here, isn't it interesting? Referring to this clock and time. Okay, so I'm also feeling for some of you that someone's got way too much time on their hands and they're not using it wisely. And I'm also feeling, someone's just spending too much, overspending, frivolous spending more than you make. That as well could be what might have challenged some of you guys. Now look at this bottom of the deck. We've got love of a lifetime. Okay, so you might have been through some challenges in your love life, certainly. But after having gone through those challenges, feelings of loss, feeling anxious, I feel part of your growth and development in 2021, Capricorn, might lead you down this road towards marriage and commitment. Because if you look at these cards, that's painting a very specific storyline here. We've got proposal, we've got a wish that can manifest. This card says commitment, wedding, marriage, and now we've got love of a lifetime, and we've got a bride and groom in that photo. So references to marriage and commitment. Yeah. So if you're open to that, or if you already know that perhaps there's a chance that you guys can take it in this direction, 2021 might be actually a very good and happy year for Capricorns. So let's add to this. The Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please. First half of January, what else do we need to know here? New Year vibes for your connection. New opportunities. Or even new love for some of you. Let's take a look at that. Okay. I can't make that up. Look at that. Proposition. Proposal. Proposition. Commitment. Wedding. Marriage, love of a lifetime over here. That's crazy. Well, it's crazy, but really, no. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Wow. That's hard to ignore, guys. If this is meant to happen in your life, then it certainly looks quite prominent as far as a proposal of marriage in 2021 for some of you guys. I'm also feeling maybe you're already engaged right now. Or maybe you guys are going through some challenges, even if you are engaged to this person. If you're losing faith, because that was another card that we got, losing faith in the connection. Maybe you're struggling to believe that you guys can stand the test of time here. And we've got lots of references to clock and watches and time. Cycles. What else, please, for Capricorn? Farewell, okay? Some of you guys might be thinking of traveling around this time of year. And also traveling has been very difficult during a pandemic year. But possibly in 2021, maybe you and a particular person might go on a trip together. But this, and it does say farewell, you know, so I'm also feeling for some of you that you're saying goodbye to a chapter of your life, or you've said goodbye to a person that could have been toxic for you. And I mean, I'm also looking at the photo. We've got high heels right here. We've got luggage. We've got flowers. So it looks very feminine in energy. And again, going back to the feminine message, you are the best mistake I ever made. So if you resonate with that, if you feel that you've made a mistake in prior relationships, it's you, my feminines, that said goodbye. We also have heart on the line. Okay, someone's definitely putting their heart on the line, taking a risk, taking that leap of faith. That could be the masculine, you know, proposing and hoping that the feminine will accept that proposal. For some of you guys, we've got this message, heart on lockdown. Okay, I feel if your heart is not open to a particular person, that's because instinctively, intuitively maybe, you know that they're just toxic and they're not good for you. But there is someone that actually holds the key to your heart. It makes sense that some of you guys have this guarded cactus heart because someone has hurt you. That's why we need this time to heal from that, so that you can tear down these walls that are keeping you guarded. And I do feel that for my feminines, and that's the next card. Look at that. It's the feminines who are guarded. You know, you were the best mistake I ever made. I'm also feeling, yes, it was a mistake, but there's a part of you that doesn't fully regret the experience. I feel it taught you something. You needed to experience that. And then we've got messenger, tweet. So someone might reach out to you on social media, maybe on Twitter. But I'm feeling that this is someone that you will be very happy to hear from. This is someone that you love. This is not a message from somebody that you don't want to talk to. So if you have been in separation or estranged, or you guys haven't talked in a while, I feel, going back to the clock, there will be progress that will be made, and in time you will hear from the person that you're thinking about. You'll hear from them, or it could be you that reaches out and they hear from you. Could go either way. Okay, so let's add some tarot here. This is my new deck, the Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. This is a huge deck. It has 117 cards, so it contains the original 78 cards that you would find in any tarot deck. I've also created new oracle messages as well as new court cards from this deck that are exclusive just to this deck. So if this is something that you're interested in, the deck shop link is down below, and it does follow the same format as my tarot teacher, in that I created it really for beginners and those who would like to learn the meanings of the cards. So it's got upright and reversed meanings. There's no guessing what it is. It's right here laid out in front of you. Okay, so it's a fun deck to learn with. And of course, I'll include the link to all of the other creators that you see here. Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn. What else do we need to learn here? What else needs to come through? All right. We've got the Page of Wands coming in. So for some of you, and I'm feeling this for my feminines, maybe your masculine could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. However, I'm also kind of feeling this for those of you who've moved on from this toxic relationship, and either you're interested in somebody already or you end up meeting someone new. This masculine could be younger than you. They, as I mentioned, could be a fire sign. But there's good news that's tied into this energy of the Page of Wands. And remember how we've got the Messenger card right here? Okay, so it could be the masculine that's coming forward towards the feminine with some good news, some happy messages that you receive. The Page of Wands is someone who's fearless. So this masculine, they're not afraid to reach out. After a while, they're just going to do what it is that they need to do, say what they need to say. And it could be also this masculine who actually breaks free from a toxic relationship and thinking of a particular feminine who makes him laugh, makes him happy. And that could be you, my feminine, those of you tuning in, and if you resonate with that. We also have the King of Pentacles coming through here. The King of Pentacles is Earth energy, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So my Capricorns, if you resonate with the energy of the King of Pentacles, maybe this is you right here. Because this king is very abundant, very prosperous. This king is a true leader. They are someone who's been able to build an empire for themselves. So this is someone who is grounded and successful, wealthy, a mature person. So some of you guys, maybe your person is younger, and for others, maybe your person is older than you. Or this could represent you, Capricorn. I'm not surprised to see the Seven of Swords here, because remember, we ended up getting this card, challenge and competition. So the challenge is here, and the competition is that someone was being deceptive and entertaining other people. And it's interesting because the Seven of Swords, and it even says it here, risky behavior, and here it says toxic behavior. So you were dealing with someone who was manipulative. They were cheating on you. They stabbed you in the back. They betrayed you. They were being tricky and shady. This is somebody that you couldn't trust. And again, going back to the feminine message, you were the best mistake I ever made. Here's your mistake right here. There's your mistake right there. If you resonate with that, of course. But, it could be the masculine as well feeling this way. It's like they were involved in a toxic situation and dealt with someone who cheated on them. It could go either way, guys. Okay, we're not always blaming the masculine here. But what's coming through is that there were more than likely third parties and infidelities in a partnership. And that's what created the challenge for some of you guys. That's perhaps why you're losing faith that maybe you will find this love of a lifetime in this lifetime. Maybe you've just experienced so much loss, as this card reflects, which is what's causing you to be here in this energy, feeling very anxious that perhaps it's just never going to happen for you. But what is coming through here is that you will have a wish that can manifest. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Okay? Giving and receiving, that has to be equal. Equal give and take in a partnership. In other words, the person that you're thinking about for this reading, Capricorn, they have to want it as much as you do. If one person is putting in more effort than the other, that creates an imbalance. And then as more and more time passes, the other person might just lose interest or, again, loses faith that it can withstand the test of time. And they could be resentful, or you could. It's like, wait a minute, I'm the one that's doing all the work here. And they're not putting in enough effort or energy into this partnership. There has to be equality. So we've got lots of masculine energy coming through here. We've got the King of Cups coming through now. So we've got two kings here. So my feminines, for some of you, you were perhaps torn between two people, which could have resulted in this competition. And honestly, both of these kings represent people that would be very good in a partnership. Because the King of Cups is someone who's very loving and caring. very compassionate, and someone who's emotionally balanced, very affectionate person. In the role of a husband or father, they're a very good individual. So is the King of Pentacles, you know. These are two kings that really aren't going to mess around and get into a situation where there's deception, cheating, and lying. And so I feel here for some of you that maybe your person embodies both of these qualities from the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Or at least this is the type of person that you're wanting to attract into your life. And you absolutely can. Because you're not going to be putting up with that Seven of Swords vibe. You're getting away from these toxic behaviors from someone. What you're looking for here is someone who's ready to commit to you long term. This is what you're looking for. Your love of a lifetime, Capricorn. You do have Archangel Michael here as well. So this card reads, I am your warrior angel to help you fight your fears when it comes to manifesting your dreams and finding love. Countless romantic connections turn into missed opportunities because we allow our fears to create barriers. I'm here to help you overcome these challenges. I can offer you the guidance you seek as well as the strength and bravery to act on that guidance. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. If you're struggling with your nerves to pursue your love interest, call on me. And I do feel that for some of you guys, especially with this energy of anxiousness. Archangel Michael is here to get rid of this energy, to help you overcome your fears, to go after who it is and what it is that you are wanting to manifest in your life. I'm also feeling some of you might feel trapped, okay, paralyzed by your fears and anxieties. That is what the Eight of Swords is all about. You're feeling powerless. But these are things that perhaps, you know, it's in your head. And it's up to you to get out of that mental prison. It's up to you to be able to do that work. And this could be your person as well if they're feeling trapped in their thoughts. And maybe that's why healing is needed here, and that's going to take time. Let's grab some more. Let's see what else. What else for Capricorn? We've got the Judgment card. Okay. Now, this Judgment card, as you can see, it was coming up in the reverse. So someone's doubting themselves. Someone is definitely not loving themselves, because the Judgment card in the reverse is self-hate. And right next to the Eight of Swords, so there's somebody here that's trapped into that type of thinking. And it's also coming through with very stagnant energy. It's also lack of self-awareness. Somebody who's got very poor logic right now, not able to make good decisions in their life. I'm kind of feeling this more so, Capricorn, for your person, but it could really be something that you can relate to as well. Now, this is quite interesting too, because the Judgment card in the reverse, it's tapped into a false accusation. So somebody was blamed for doing something that they actually didn't do. So, you know, take that only if it makes sense, of course. So yeah, that's in the reverse. Let's grab one more. Love it. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles here, Capricorn, which is more of your own energy. So there are references to abundance that's coming through here. The Ace of Pentacles is manifestation. For some of you, this could be tied into your security, your money matters, your financial issues, if there are any. That could be what's challenging you right now. But with the Ace of Pentacles, you have a new beginning here. If you are unemployed, for example, this could be a new job offer that comes in. This could also be tapped into career opportunities for some of you. It's very prosperous in energy, so money matters looks pretty good. When it comes to your love life, this simply represents a new beginning. And Archangel Michael is here to help transition you towards that new beginning, to make sure that you're able to manifest your dreams when it comes to your romantic life. So welcome in the new year with a new beginning. Perhaps a new way of seeing things, a new mentality where you're not feeling trapped by your thoughts or feeling anxious that things aren't going to work out between you and a particular person, or you're just really overwhelmed with life right now. Because you can get yourself out of that way of thinking. It takes time, which is why, again, we've got this card here. It's time to heal. Okay, so let's add to this with a deck by Sister Moon Tarot. This is the Sensual Sweet Angelic Whispers deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. First half of January. All right, what else? Your smile makes me weak. There's something about the way you make this person so happy with your smile. Again, the laughter. I ran because my feelings developed quicker than I anticipated. So someone wasn't ready here. They weren't ready to commit. They weren't ready to fall in love. They weren't ready to feel whatever emotions they had going on in their heart space. And so they ended up being a runner. They ran away from something beautiful here, I feel. What else for Capricorn? It all feels empty without you by my side. They definitely feel that void, Capricorn, because you're not there. So that's where this comes in. That loss, that emptiness, because you're not there. But look at this, and I did mention this, okay? I am afraid you are replacing me. For some of you guys, they've been replaced, okay? Because you detached from someone that you were experiencing, perhaps this toxic relationship, and this is where you're headed, towards a proposal, towards commitment, with somebody who is thinking long-term and commitment and marriage. That's coming through for some of you guys. And then we've got this. I'm still right here waiting to be with you. So maybe that's why we've got this clock and references to time. They're waiting for you to perhaps come to the conclusion that you'll reach out and let them know that you want to start over, to have a new beginning. I am craving you so badly. So they're craving your presence in their life, Capricorn, and they're craving you sexually as well. And lastly, look at this. I was just trying to protect you from my destructive ways, toxic behavior. So what I'm getting for some of you is whoever was in this energy of toxicity, they could have been the one that walked away because they knew that they weren't good for you. And that's their way of protecting you. So they might have actually done you a favor. Okay, so that's coming through for some. So let's add to this, Capricorn. Let's see what else needs to come through here. So let's grab some insight from my Heart and Soul deck here and see what else needs to come through for the collective. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn for the first half of January, and a very happy birthday to my Capricorns who will be celebrating birthdays. All right, what else do you guys need to know here? What else? We've got someday. Okay, I really do feel this for some of you. And it says, you only see the part of me that I let you see. The tough exterior, the poker face, no sign of the hurt that you put me through. I'm never going to let you see how fragile I still am on the inside, that there's still a part of me working on healing and my personal growth. I'll be okay without you eventually. Yes. So I really do feel this for some of you guys. You walked away from someone that you knew was toxic to you. You'll be fine. Yes, healing takes time, but you will be okay. Look at this, insignificant. I feel so insignificant, so small. You treated me like an afterthought, like I didn't matter, always putting me last on your priority list. I feel like I'm being sucked into this never-ending abyss of darkness and sadness. You've knocked me down for the last time. No one will ever make me feel this small ever again. So whoever resonates with this message, which can certainly relate to this toxic relationship, it wasn't good for you. Oh my God, what the hell was that? Someone's very loud horn outside. So if anyone's ever made you feel this way, you can empower yourself once again. You're only insignificant if you allow yourself to be treated that way. I can't make this up, guys. Look at this. We've got clarity. Our relationship was not a healthy one. We knew it, but we chose to ignore it. At least I did. I allowed my love for you to cloud my judgment of what a good, loving, lasting relationship should be like. But slowly, ever so slowly, I'm finding clarity in my heart that there is a chance for me to find the love that I'm worthy of. Finally, I see the light. Yes, I love it. I love it. You had to go through this very tough situation here for some of you guys in order to find this clarity for yourself. You're not going to be putting up with someone who treats you less than what you deserve. And that's why for some of you, my feminines, it's coming through as a mistake. Because you fell in love with someone that maybe in the beginning, they were wonderful, and as more time passed, not so wonderful. Let's see what else. And then we've got Kismet coming through for some of you. You and I were two lost souls destined to meet in this lifetime. It doesn't matter how many wrong turns or choices we've made before we came into each other's lives. All that matters is that in the end, we got it right. We found each other. And I do feel that as well for some of you guys, because remember what I was saying is that you had to go through something difficult. You had to go through perhaps this toxic relationship in order to get here, this beautiful bond that you have with someone. It's Kismet. You guys were destined. So yes, you guys had to go through the ups and downs of what love can bring and take away from us. Okay? You had to go through some trying times, separately, together, however way it presented itself in this connection. But where you guys are headed possibly this year is here. Marriage, commitment, a wish that can manifest for some of you guys. Looks pretty good. Okay, so yes, you've been through something hard and difficult, but you can find the light again through this clarity. And remember, Archangel Michael is here to help you. All right, so this is a situation that definitely needs healing. So let's grab some healing messages from the angels. Heading into the new year. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What else do we need to know here? First half of January. Healing messages. Look at this. Abundance. So things are going to be a lot better, I feel. starting in January. Abundance comes in many forms, as I've mentioned in so many of my other readings, because yes, abundance can come in the form of money, material things to make life a little bit more comfortable, but abundance also comes in the form of love, a good relationship, our health, our family, friends that mean the most to us, new opportunities, blessings, prayers, so many things. And it's here for you. It's coming in for you. Wishes fulfilled, remember. Serenity, I love it. Look at the next card. We've got new beginnings. Fresh start, new beginnings, Capricorn. Life, possibly heading into 2021, will be a lot calmer, less chaotic, more serene and tranquil. Retreat away from things that you know are no longer serving a purpose in your life. Back away from it. Don't carry it with you into the new year. And look at this, another reference to time, okay? Time cannot be rushed. It's going to go in the pace that it's meant to go. What's meant to come in for you will come in when it's meant to. Can't rush it. Okay? So that's what's presenting itself here. Timing, clock. That came through right from the very beginning. All right, guys, so let's wrap this reading up with some songs here from my Heart Songs deck. And if you're not familiar with the songs, see if you resonate with the lyrics. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. All right, what are the songs for the collective? And I'm telling you, by Jennifer Holliday, tear down the mountains. Yell, scream, and shout. You can say what you want. I'm not walking out. Stop all the rivers. Push, strike, and kill. I'm not going to leave you. There's no way I will. Okay? Now, yes, that's great to know that someone's going to stick it out. The good, the bad, the ugly of the relationship. But if it's toxic, this could be coming from someone who might not be good for you, especially if they have a temper, if they tend to scream, if they tend to shout, you know. Just to be able to get their point across, they have to yell at you, and that belittles you. And that's why we've got this, insignificant. They make you feel small. They don't need to yell and scream to get their point across for you to understand what they're saying. You might also, I'm kind of feeling for some of you, have been dealing with someone that just doesn't get what you're trying to say. It's like, you can go. We're done. We're through. But they don't seem to get it. They haven't gotten the memo that you're done. You know, and maybe they just keep wanting to reach out and come back. It's like, I'm not going to leave. So this could be codependent, obsessive, and toxic still from your person. And then we've got Lay Me Down by Sam Smith. Yes, I do. I believe that one day I will be where I was, right there, right next to you. And it's hard. The days just seem so dark. The moon and the stars are nothing without you. So they're definitely feeling this empty void, this emptiness in their heart and their life because you're not there. They really firmly believe that you guys have the potential to work this out. And there are those of you, of course, that it can. You know, going back to this card of faith. If you believe that you guys can work this out, if you both do, then absolutely, this is something that can come back around. Just make sure it's not toxic. What other songs? If You Leave Me Now by Chicago. Some of you guys could also be from Chicago, or maybe it's your person. A love like ours is love that's hard to find. How could we let it slip away? We've come too far to leave it all behind. How could we end it all this way? when tomorrow comes and we both regret the things we said today. So maybe some of you guys, you're able to relate to this and there are regrets on both sides. And maybe you guys have just put in so much time and effort into this partnership to just let it phase out and to not fight for it. So if you resonate with that, it's coming through here. And maybe you guys needed time apart in order to appreciate each other a little bit more. And by reconnecting, it could result in a proposal of marriage for some of you, someone who's finally ready to commit. I'm also feeling some of you guys have really waited a long time for your person to propose. That's what you're waiting for here. Here we are, at last, by Etta James. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. And that's kind of what I'm feeling for a select few, you know, where you can have this wish fulfilled that finally you will be with your love. Somebody that you can share a life with, somebody that you can marry, somebody that you can have children with, build a home, a life with. Okay, so those are the songs that are coming through here, Capricorn. So whatever part of this made sense for you, I do hope that it offered you the advice that you could use at this point in time. And for anyone who's interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below, Capricorn. And I wish you the very best in the new year, good health, abundance, prosperity, and so much love. That's it for now, guys. Celebrate safely, and I'll see you next time. Take care.